Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
With the massive announcement yesterday, just hours before WWE SmackDown and just one day before WWE Clash in Italy, the breaking news announcement of a lifetime. Donald Trump now owns a portion of WWE through the TKO banner under the flag of WWE UFC TKO. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump has bought in. He is now in the World Wrestling Entertainment. And with the shocker of Roman Reigns not going into this match at Clash in Italy for the World Heavyweight title at not 100%, Jacob Fatu is now injured, hurt, and down. What will be, again, there's a lot of rumor and gossip. Again, the match could still happen. The match could still go down. However, there is a lot of worry. There is a lot of confliction. There is a lot of people walking on eggshells in the higher-ups that don't believe that this match could go down, especially with Jacob Fatu injured, hurt, and down. And 100% Roman Reigns? No, he's not 100%. As we all saw, Roman Reigns' arm, his elbow was heavily bandaged. So now it begs the question, at WWE Clash in Italy, does Donald Trump have the power to make the announcement of a lifetime for WWE's first ever PLE under the ESPN banner for Clash in Italy? Ladies and gentlemen, the shocking announcement, the replacement. Because at first we were like, oh, well, Roman Reigns is going to be replaced, so who's going to be Jacob Fatu's new opponent? And then Jacob Fatu goes down with an injury at a WWE live event. So now the question becomes, well, who's going to be Jacob Fatu's replacement opponent? And now it would seeming like both men could be replaced for WWE Clash in Italy. So, ladies and gentlemen, will Donald Trump announce the biggest match? That will be the replacement match with Fatu and Roman Reigns potentially canceled due to injury. Look it up online. It's all over the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters. One simple search on Google, one simple search on Yahoo, one simple search on Ask Jeeves. Well, wait a minute. No, Ask Jeeves is retired. That's not even around anymore. You know, rest in peace to Ask Jeeves. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the WWE, in fact, does have a backup plan. The WWE does have something on the back burner. The WWE has something on the bench in case they can't go along with this match. However, the feeling is that the injury suffered to Jacob Fatu is actually worse. The injury suffered to Jacob Fatu could actually be worse than the injury to Roman Reigns' arm and or his elbow. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we get into the rumors, the news, the gossip, the speculation. What would be the best match? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a feeling that Cody Rhodes or Gunther, whomever wins the WWE Championship match for tomorrow night at Clash in Italy, because I do keep forgetting that, usually the PLEs are on Saturdays, but now this PLE is going to be on a Sunday, and we all know the time difference. By the way, guys, before we get into the replacement announcement, what did you guys think about SmackDown last night? Were you for it? Were you against it? Was it hot? Was it fire? Was it boring? Was it dull? What did you think about the Blue Brand last night on the USA Network? It all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions, because without you, there is no SeanzView. You guys are the foundation of what we do on this very channel, because we truly do believe in the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Whether you agree or disagree with me, I don't ever want you to be silenced or muted in the comment section. We need everybody's opinions, because nobody brings it like SeanzView Entertainment multiple times a day, every single day, and in every single way. It doesn't matter if it's morning, noon, night. SeanzView Entertainment brings the delight to each and every one of you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get us in to the meat and the potatoes of this very video. It would appear as if the replacement match, if Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns can't go, and again, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of confliction from the WWE, and again, higher-ups walking on eggshells, because this was going to be one of the main attractions. This is going to be one of the main events, ladies and gentlemen, of the evening. And I think as a matter of, from what I remember, from what I recall, wasn't this match going to be on the free version of ESPN? Wasn't it going to be on the free version? I could be wrong, but I thought it was going to be on the free version. There is now a feeling that either Brock Lesnar or Cody Rhodes, some top star, a main eventer, may have to be forced to pull double duty tonight. But I don't know exactly. Again, that would be the replacement. Now, I don't know if we're going to get Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar again. Imagine that, guys. I don't know. Again, the winners of Brock Lesnar and Obafemi and the winners of Cody Rhodes and Gunther could meet later on in the night to determine, and this is huge, this is major, guys, the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That means the WWE could put both belts together and there will be one reigning world champion over the WWE. Now, we've seen an undisputed WWE champion, right, guys? We know the undisputed WWE champion is Cody Rhodes. But I can't remember the last time we've had Universal champions, right? We've had World Heavyweight champion, but this could be to determine the undisputed World Heavyweight champion of the night. Now, again, it's only rumor and gossip, but what is not rumor and gossip is that both Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu are injured, are hurt, and are not 100%. So take that for all the clickbait people say that I am. Fake, cap, no cap, this cap, that cap. How about you take a cap, turn it sideways, and stick it up your candy ass? That's what I say about cap. Again, this is what is being said, read, learned online, according to those in the know. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, now that Donald Trump has stakes, now that Donald Trump may have some kind of control, now that Donald Trump has bought into the WWE and TKO, is the WWE about to get better? Is it going to get good? Is it going to be compelling? Is it going to be entertaining? Is it going to be intriguing? Is Donald Trump going to be on WWE television? Is he going to be making the matches? Is he going to make in the predicaments? What about the championships? What about the challengers? What about Raw? What about SmackDown? What about NXT? Now with Donald Trump buying in to the stocks and now owning a portion of WWE, you just got to wonder what kind of control will Donald Trump, what kind of changes will Donald Trump make to the WWE? Now, I know you might be saying to yourself, well, this sounds like an angle. This sounds like a storyline. That part of it could be an angle. But what is not a storyline is that Donald Trump has bought stock in the WWE TKO. And that could change the trajectory of the WWE. Make no mistake about it. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, we dive deeper. We go over the edge. We go over the line because we present it to you all the time. It doesn't matter when or how, but it is every single day right here on this very show. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring you up to speed because tonight Clash in Italy is looking unprecedented. Tonight, Clash in Italy for tomorrow's event on ESPN. Are you going to watch it? Who do you think is going to be the winner? What match do you feel if Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu can't happen, if it can't go down? I want to hear from you in the comment section. What match should replace these two superstars? What match would be good enough? What match would raise the stakes? What match could be main event level to go down at Clash in Italy? Again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, it all boils down to each and every one of you. I want to hear from you in the comment section because SeanzViewEnt knows that this is your ultimate destination for WWE news, rumors, gossip, speculation, and hearsay. But ladies and gentlemen, we certainly are not done because we are just getting started. Because in other wrestling news online right now, ladies and gentlemen, the feeling from top stars in the company backstage is that WWE retirements should not be permanent. That's the thought process. WWE retirements shouldn't be permanent, ladies and gentlemen. And that is actually according to the undisputed WWE champion. Cody Rhodes doesn't think that WWE retirement should be permanent. Do you think they should be permanent? Yes, no, or are you indifferent about the entire thing? Also, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news as concerns a massive re-signing in the world of professional wrestling. Because at this hour and at this time, Indy Hartwell reveals the real reason that she re-signed with TNA Wrestling. And she isn't hiding what she wants out of her TNA wrestling run more than a year arriving and TNA following her departure from the WWE. Could Elon Musk, as the head of security, could that go down? Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are receiving word that online right now. Oh, wait a minute, guys. So, all right, so we have a positive update on Jacob Fatu. All right, now, okay, this is why we do multiple videos a day, because we want to give you the updates. We want to give you the pivots. We want to give you the changes. We want to give you the adjustments. We want to give you the enhancements. Positive update on Jacob Fatu, despite his injury, despite him limping, despite a lot of worry online, a lot of confliction about whether the WWE has to go to a backup plan, Plan B, for Clash in Italy. It would appear as if Jacob Fatu may be good in time for WWE's Clash in Italy match against Roman Reigns for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And obviously, that is a good thing. Also, Cody Rhodes explains why he returned so quickly after his WrestleMania 42 injury, especially following the punt, the vicious punt from Randy Orton. Also, JBL, one of the greatest WWE champions in SmackDown history. One of the longest reigning champions in SmackDown history. John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, pushes for WWE to work with NJPW following new ownership change. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, walks back legal threat against some David Flair over trademark dispute. Also, after 8 years, ladies and gentlemen, after an 8-year hiatus, who is returning to the WWE, as the New Day used to say? Who? Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, according to the person themselves, Caitlyn addresses potential WWE return after 8 years away, as she isn't shutting the door on another WWE appearance. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. And do you think that would be a good idea or a bad idea? What did you think about Caitlyn when she was in the WWE? And ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about it for the last several days. Santino Marella, there's supposed to be a comeback, a return, a surprise appearance for tomorrow. But that might not be the only one. Santino Marella may not be the only one, because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, former WWE champion, former world champion, Drew McIntyre has finished up filming. He has finished up taping. And it would appear as if Drew McIntyre is ready for a return to the WWE once again. Could that be at Clash in Italy, or will the WWE save it for SmackDown? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. Do you want to see the psychopath himself, Drew McIntyre, return into the fold once again after being gone for several weeks? Ladies and gentlemen, plenty more to come. Subscribe, click the bell, because we're going to give you the most notifiable, the most identifiable, the most exclusive, the most elusive. Sean's View Entertainment will always keep you in the know, because that is just the flow of my show. Subscribe.